Are eggs really bad for your heart, or could they be a hidden gem in your diet? This is the question that has been cracking minds open for years. The humble egg, a staple in many diets worldwide, has been cast under a shadow of doubt. With a reputation tarnished by the cholesterol content in its yolk, many health enthusiasts are left wondering if they should skip this breakfast staple. So let's embark on a journey to unmask the truth about eggs. Are they the villainous cholesterol bombs they're made out to be, or are they misunderstood nutritional powerhouses? This video will take a deep dive into the science behind eggs and heart health, breaking down the complexities into easy-to-understand nuggets of information. Before we delve into the heart of the matter, let's first understand why eggs have been singled out. Eggs, specifically the yolk, are high in cholesterol. Now, cholesterol has been linked to heart disease, leading to the conclusion that eggs, by extension, are bad for your heart. But is it really that simple? Is it fair to label eggs as unhealthy based on their cholesterol content alone? Or is there more to this story? In reality, the relationship between diet, cholesterol, and heart health is far more complex than simply cholesterol is bad. Our bodies need cholesterol for a variety of functions, including the production of certain hormones and the maintenance of cell membranes. And while it's true that too much of certain types of cholesterol can contribute to heart disease, it's not as simple as all cholesterol is harmful. So, as we embark on this journey to unscramble the egg myth, let's keep an open mind. This video will explore the science behind eggs, cholesterol, and heart health. We'll delve into the research, sift through the studies, and crack open the facts. Are you ready to challenge what you know about eggs and heart health? Hold on to your seats as we unscramble this egg myth. What exactly is cholesterol, and why does it have such a bad rap? Well, let's start from the basics. Cholesterol is a waxy substance, kind of like the texture of softened candle wax. It's found in all the cells of your body, and it plays a crucial role in keeping you healthy. It helps in the production of vitamin D, hormones, and substances that help you digest food. So you see, cholesterol is not the villain it's often made out to be, but there's a twist in the tale. Cholesterol gets a bad name because of its association with a condition called atherosclerosis. This is when cholesterol builds up in the walls of your arteries, forming plaques that narrow the passageway for blood flow. This could potentially lead to serious heart issues like heart disease and stroke. So in essence, it's not cholesterol itself that's the problem, but the way it can accumulate in our arteries. Now, you may have heard of good and bad cholesterol. The bad cholesterol, known as low-density lipoprotein, or LDL, is the one that can cause the buildup in your arteries if there's too much of it. On the other hand, the good cholesterol, high-density lipoprotein, or HDL, helps carry the excess cholesterol back to your liver where it can be removed from your body. Specifically, the yolks are high in cholesterol. But here's the surprising part. Dietary cholesterol, the cholesterol you get from your diet, doesn't affect the cholesterol in your blood as much as you might think. Instead, it's more about the types of fats you eat. Saturated and trans fats increase your bad cholesterol levels more than anything else in your diet. So, you see, the relationship between dietary cholesterol and your body's cholesterol levels is a complex one. It's not as straightforward as eating eggs equals high cholesterol equals heart disease. As we see, cholesterol is not as black and white as it seems. Eggs are known for their cholesterol content, but is it all bad news? Well, let's crack this open and see what we find. The cholesterol we talk about is often seen as a villain in our health story, but did you know that our bodies actually need cholesterol to function properly? That's right. Cholesterol plays a vital role in producing certain hormones, aiding in digestion, and even helping to generate vitamin D. When it comes to eggs, it's important to understand that there's a difference between dietary cholesterol, which we consume through our food, and blood cholesterol, which is produced by our bodies. The cholesterol in eggs falls under the dietary category. So when you're enjoying that scrambled egg or omelette, you're not directly adding to your blood cholesterol levels. In fact, our bodies are pretty smart. When we increase our intake of dietary cholesterol, our bodies typically compensate by reducing the amount of cholesterol they produce. But here's the catch. Not everyone's body responds the same way. For some, an increased intake of dietary cholesterol might result in a slight rise in blood cholesterol levels. But even then, it's not necessarily the type of cholesterol that's associated with heart disease. That's where we get into the good, the bad, and the yolk. You see, cholesterol is transported in our blood by lipoproteins, and there are two main types: low-density lipoprotein, or LDL, and high-density lipoprotein, or HDL. LDL is often referred to as bad cholesterol, as high levels can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries. HDL, on the other hand, is known as good cholesterol as it helps to remove LDL from the bloodstream. So, where do eggs fit in this story? Well, research has shown that eggs tend to increase the levels of HDL, the good cholesterol, while having little to no effect on LDL, the bad cholesterol. So, contrary to popular belief, the cholesterol in eggs isn't necessarily a heartbreaker. When it comes to nutrition, eggs are more than just a pretty shell. They're a natural nutrient powerhouse, packed with a wealth of vitamins, minerals, and proteins that can significantly contribute to our overall health. Let's start with proteins. Eggs are one of the best sources of high-quality protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids our bodies cannot produce on their own. This protein aids in building and repairing body tissues, producing antibodies to fight off infections and maintaining healthy hair, nails, and skin. But the goodness doesn't stop there. Eggs are also rich in vitamins, notably vitamin A, which bolsters our vision and immune system, and vitamin D, which is great for bone health. In fact, eggs are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, a nutrient many of us lack, particularly during the less sunny months. Let's not forget about the B vitamins. Eggs are bursting with them. Vitamin B2, or riboflavin, helps our bodies break down food into energy. Vitamin B12 aids in the production of red blood cells and DNA. Choline, a lesser-known nutrient often grouped with B vitamins, is also abundant in eggs. This nutrient is essential for brain health and may even help protect against neurological disorders. Eggs also contain a wealth of minerals. They offer iodine, necessary for thyroid function, and selenium, an antioxidant that helps protect our cells. Plus, they're a good source of zinc, which strengthens our immune system, and iron, which is key for carrying oxygen throughout our bodies. So while eggs do contain cholesterol, it's important to remember that they're not just about that. Every time you crack open an egg, you're unleashing a treasure trove of nutrients that can benefit your body in countless ways. So the next time you're preparing breakfast, remember this. Eggs are not just a cholesterol bomb, but a bundle of nutrients. Embrace the egg, and let this nutrient powerhouse contribute to your healthy lifestyle. Let's crack into the research about eggs and heart health. Have you ever wondered why eggs, despite being a staple in our diets for centuries, have been vilified as a heart health hazard? It all boils down to the cholesterol content. However, the science behind this claim is far from being a clear-cut case. Consider this. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association involving nearly 500,000 participants found no significant link between egg consumption and heart disease. The study went on for 17 years and concluded that those who ate an egg a day had an almost identical risk of heart disease as those who avoided eggs altogether. But let's not stop there. In another comprehensive analysis of 17 reports in the British Medical Journal, it was found that moderate egg consumption, up to 1 egg per day, is not associated with increased risk of heart disease. The study even went on to suggest that eggs might be protective against stroke. Now you might be thinking, what about those studies that claim otherwise? Well, it's important to note that many of these studies fail to account for other lifestyle factors. They often don't distinguish between those who are eating eggs on a bed of leafy greens versus those who are eating eggs with a side of bacon, hash browns, and white toast. It's worth noting that our bodies produce cholesterol naturally. It's a vital part of our cell membranes and is essential for the production of certain hormones. When we consume foods high in cholesterol, like eggs, our bodies simply adjust by producing less of it. Then there's the Harvard School of Public Health study, which followed over 100,000 people for more than 20 years. The conclusion? There was no significant association between egg consumption and heart disease. And it's not just about the absence of harm. Eggs are a nutrient powerhouse. They are loaded with high-quality protein, vitamins, and minerals that are essential for good health. It's important to remember that while these studies suggest that eggs aren't the heart health villains they've been made out to be, they are still just one piece of the dietary puzzle. A balanced diet and a healthy lifestyle are key for heart health. But when you look at the breadth and depth of the research, there's a clear pattern. The vast majority of well-conducted studies do not support the idea that eggs are harmful to heart health. So the next time you hesitate before cracking open that egg for breakfast, remember that the science doesn't necessarily support the mainstream narrative. The science, it seems, is on the side of eggs. If eggs aren't the bad guys, Who are the real culprits behind heart disease? Well, buckle up, because we're about to expose the real villains. When it comes to heart disease, there's a whole rogues gallery of unhealthy lifestyle factors that play a much bigger role. First up, we have poor diet, and no, we're not talking about the occasional egg. We're talking about diets high in processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. These foods can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, all of which increase your risk of heart disease. Is the lack of exercise? Your heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be worked to stay strong. Regular physical activity helps keep your heart healthy and reduces the risk of heart disease. But if you're spending more time on the couch than on the treadmill, your heart isn't getting the workout it needs. Then there's smoking. The chemicals in tobacco smoke damage your blood vessels and can cause heart disease. If you're a smoker, quitting is the best thing you can do for your heart health. Let's not forget about excessive alcohol consumption. While moderate drinking may have some health benefits, too much alcohol can raise your blood pressure, increase your heart rate, and lead to heart disease. Stress too often sneaks its way into this list. Chronic stress can put strain on your heart and increase your risk of heart disease. It's important to find healthy ways to manage stress, like meditation, yoga, or even just taking a walk in the park. Finally, there's sleep. Not getting enough sleep or having poor quality sleep can increase your risk of heart disease. It's important to make sleep a priority and create a sleep-friendly environment. So, it's not eggs, but unhealthy lifestyle choices that we need to watch out for. Remember, it's all about balance. A healthy lifestyle isn't just about cutting out the bad, but also about incorporating the good. And yes, that can include eggs. Eggs are good for us, but how many can we safely eat? This is a question that has puzzled many, and the answer isn't as straightforward as you might think. When it comes to eggs, or any food for that matter, moderation is key. This is because even though eggs are a great source of essential nutrients, consuming too many can lead to an overconsumption of certain nutrients, like cholesterol. Before you start counting your egg intake, let's dive a bit deeper. The dietary guidelines for Americans suggest consuming up to 7 eggs per week. This recommendation is based on the average daily cholesterol limit of 300 milligrams. One large egg contains about 186 milligrams of cholesterol, all of which are found in the yolk. If eggs are your only source of cholesterol, you could safely eat 1 egg per day. It's essential to remember that cholesterol isn't only found in eggs, also present in other foods like meat and dairy products. So, if you're consuming these foods as well, you'll need to adjust your egg intake accordingly. What if you're a fitness enthusiast who loves a good 3-egg omelette for breakfast? Well, the good news is that recent research has shown that dietary cholesterol doesn't impact blood cholesterol levels as much as we once thought. This means that for many people, eating more than 7 eggs per week may not be a problem. But remember, everyone's body responds differently to dietary cholesterol. Some people may find their cholesterol levels rise when they eat more eggs, while others may not see any change at all. It's always a good idea to discuss your dietary habits with a healthcare professional, especially if you have a condition like diabetes or heart disease. To sum it up, while eggs are a nutritious food that can be part of a healthy diet, it's always best to enjoy them in moderation. Eating a variety of foods is key to getting a mix of different nutrients, which is essential for overall health. When it comes to eggs, it's all about balance and moderation. So what's the final verdict on eggs and heart health? As we've waded through the tide of misinformation, we've managed to unscramble some truths about eggs. We've cracked open the myth that dietary cholesterol, like that found in eggs, directly contributes to your blood cholesterol levels. Truth is, our bodies are smart little things. When we eat foods high in cholesterol, our bodies simply adjust by producing less of it. In fact, eggs are a nutrient powerhouse. They're packed full of vitamins, minerals, and proteins that our bodies need to function at their best. From vitamin D, which supports bone health, to choline, an essential nutrient that aids brain function, eggs are a one-stop nutrient shop. They also contain a good amount of high-quality protein, which keeps us feeling fuller for longer and supports muscle growth and repair. Now let's not forget the elephant in the room, heart disease. It's a serious concern and one that's often linked to eggs due to their cholesterol content. However, we've found that this connection isn't as clear-cut as it may seem. There's no concrete evidence proving a direct link between eating eggs and developing heart disease. In fact, Many studies suggest that eating up to 1 egg per day doesn't increase the risk of heart disease in healthy individuals. Let's not get too egg-cited and start an egg-eating frenzy. While eggs are an excellent source of nutrients, they should still be consumed as part of a balanced diet. Balance is the key word here. It's not just about what you eat, but how much and how often. It's not just diet we need to consider. Lifestyle choices play a massive role in our overall health. Regular exercise, no smoking, moderate alcohol consumption, and stress management are just some of the factors that contribute to a healthy heart. Sure, eggs have cholesterol, but they also have a whole lot of good stuff. It's like that friend who always shows up late but lights up the party when they finally arrive. You wouldn't ban them from all future parties, would you? It's all about balance and moderation. So the next time you find yourself staring at a carton of eggs in the supermarket, don't let the cholesterol scare you away. Remember, eggs aren't the villain here. The real culprits are poor lifestyle choices like lack of physical activity, smoking, and an unbalanced diet. Eggs are just a small piece in the puzzle of heart health. They can be part of a healthy diet when balanced with other nutrient-rich foods and a healthy lifestyle. So go ahead, enjoy that egg. Just remember to balance it with a side of veggies and a good workout. So next time you're contemplating that omelette, remember, eggs aren't the enemy. Poor lifestyle choices are.